What's up everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another video here on the PokerStaples channel. I'm trying something new today. As most of you guys will know, I'm a member of Party Poker Team Online. So I wanted to see if I could do a bit of a tutorial. There's a new software update that is released today on Party Poker, or when this video is released. And I wanted to give a bit of tutorial of what is new and what's changed and how it works. So I thought this would be interesting content for you guys every once in a while when we see those changes, and obviously something I can do to support my team, let people know what's going on Party Poker. So let me know what you think about that idea and any feedback you have about the changes or changes like you'd like to see in the future. We'd love to read that down in the comments below. If you're looking for tournament highlights, you can click off somewhere else. But if you're looking for the Party Poker changes, let's get into the video. Hello everybody, welcome to a video here where I'm going to let you guys know a brand new software release from Party Poker came out today. My name is Jamie Staples, a member of Party Poker Team Online, and I wanted to share with you all some of the new changes, some of the new things you can expect to see on the table. So the first thing I want to feature is this information you can see up in the top left-hand corner of the tournament table. You have data points. You have some information at your disposal. The first thing, and I think the most important of this, is the in the money. Okay, so ITM stands for in the money, and this is going to be sort of a color indicator as to where you are in the tournament. So it's going to tell you how many people cash, right? That's obvious. But let's say, for example, that we're playing a 100-person tournament, okay, and 10 people cash the tournament, just as an example. So this indicator will show nothing. It'll be completely blank. It'll give you the amount in the money, but it'll have no light up feature. It'll just be gray. Okay. Now when you get to 120% left of the field before it gets paid, so if it pays 10, 120% of that would be 12 people left. It will turn amber. Okay. Right. It'll let you know, like, we're on the bubble. You know, we're pretty close to cashing the tournament. And then the last piece is when you get into the money, it will turn green. So very cool color-coded system letting you know where you're sort of at in the stage of the tournament. There's also additional information there as well, though. You have the level of the tournament, you have the blinds, the small blind and the big blind, you have the average stack in the tournament. So some useful information that previously you would have had to have the lobby open to the tournament to look through. This makes it easier on the fly to see, like, hey, what's going on in my tournament here. So I think very cool. So the second thing I want to feature today is the late reg countdown. Now, I don't know if you guys are like me, but I am a tournament player. I stream tournaments consistently, several days a week, and often I'll be playing some big events, but I want to hop into a smaller event. But I have too many tables, you know? It doesn't make sense for me to be playing a $100 tournament and then also spending all of my attention on this $11 tournament, but I want to play the 11. I just don't want to play the early levels, right? So I'll late reg. Now, something that would happen to me all the time is I'd miss that tournament. I'd miss the late registration, right? Because it ended. Well, now we have a late reg counter in the lobby, which I think is so great because it lets you know the deadline, how long you have before that tournament disappears and you have no option. So I think that's really useful and intuitive. You know, that's information people want to know after registration has already started. So I think a great feature that's going to make it easier for us to not miss those tournaments that we don't want to hop in right off the bat. You know, we want to have a little coffee first before we play. Very useful feature. The third big change we have today is one-click bet. So this is a very cool feature, I think. If you play a lot of poker, you probably know you can set up custom bet slider buttons, right? So you can go into your settings, you can click into bet slider, and then from there you can choose a certain size preflop. So let's say you want a 3 big blind raise preflop, you can make that button, or you want a 2.5, or after the flop you want a button for 30% of the pot, and then 80% of the pot, and then 200% of the pot, right? Or an all-in button. So you can set these buttons, right? But in the past, previously, if you had one of these buttons, and let's say you wanted to raise to 2.5 big blinds preflop, okay? You'd have to click 2.5 blinds, and then it would show up in the bet area, and then you'd have to click that as well. So it was a two-click action. Well, now there's an option both on the table and in the settings where you can make it a one-click action. So if you want to raise it at a $1, $2 game to 2.5 big blinds or $5, you can just click 2.5 BB. Boom, it'll raise to $5. That's it. So really simple, just makes it easier to play and sort of a little bit more seamless. That's something you have the choice. You don't have to have it on. If you're worried about misclicks and you're scared of it, I don't know. I might be scared of it. You can leave it off. But if you'd like to experience it, give it a go. The fourth thing we're going to talk about today is the Mac client. So some of the features that have been available on Windows have not been available on Mac for a long time. You know, like some of the cosmetic things. I know my fiance plays on a Mac, so like I understand. She's like, oh, I can't change the table color and all these things that you can do. Well, now you can. So Here are the new changes coming to the Mac client. Is totally catching up, I think. New oval and racetrack table shapes. So it is not just one option. You have a choice between two. You have a customizable felt again, so you can change it to the red felt hype like I do on my stream if you'd like. Whatever sort of suits your fancy. Customizable table backgrounds as well, so you can set that up. Wingtip player plates, so kind of a nice little design on that. Note colors, so you get to choose your note colors. You can also use like the color wheel and get really specific if you want to. I don't know, like maybe you differentiate between different shades of pink. Listen, that's your choice. It's not my place to say. So you have 3 pre-made themes, but then you can also choose between 4 card backs and also 6 decks. So lots of choices to customize your table. Also, table preferences allow you to only apply to certain games, which means you can make a change to one table, but it doesn't apply to all of them, which I think is very useful. Like for me, I like to change the color when I am in the money of a tournament. I change it from a blue background to a red background. Or when I'm playing a knockout tournament, I make it a green background. So you can do that now, which I think is really useful. So big improvements on the Mac front to be more aesthetically pleasing and hopefully more enjoyable to play those poker sessions. Thank you all so much for watching. I'd love to hear your feedback down in the comments below. So that's what's new on Party Poker. Let me know what you guys would like to see in the future so that I can pass that along to them, and then maybe we'll see it in the next software update. Thanks so much for watching, but until next time, we'll see you later.